Grab your popcorn, kick back and relax because it's time for some more Karnage. In today's video, we actually have something a little interesting in store. We're going to be attacking Imitation game. Now, I know... Wow. I lost connection. In case you guys don't know, I have pretty crappy internet, and it's showing its colors right now, apparently. It's been playing up on me all day. Anyway, before we were so rudely interrupted, we're going to be attacking Imitation game. This isn't going to be live. I'm going to be showing you my attack log. Now, this is going to be a GBE challenge. So as you can see, I've got 0 attacks there on stage 7, so I fell a little bit short. But I did mess up a little bit. I have 3 Gunbro energy statues. All of them were boosted up except for one attack, which didn't cost me the match, but I messed up a little bit. So basically just barraging and artillerying that first stage, easy as pie, right? So we're going to do stage 2. So this is stage 2. Stage 2 was really easy. Even for normal troops, that was easy because you can outrange everything from the top left corner with Tank Medic, except for like that one sniper. But that's not going to do the most amazing amount of damage. So that's pretty cool. Stage 3. So pretty much the same thing here. We're just going to be barraging, artillerying. Because I have 3 GBE statues, this makes it extremely difficult to do this. Because generally, anyone who's going to attempt a challenge like this, and it has been done before by a guy named Sweeze, or Swise, I really don't know how you pronounce his name, but he is subscribed to the channel, and to be honest, I've been friends with him for a little while now. And he actually is a really nice guy. He has his own task force and YouTube channel. But anyway... So, barraging and artillerying again. So, pretty much, he's done that. He's done this. But he had a lot more Gunbro energy. And I was so close. And I think I screwed up on stage 5. Actually, I think I could have done stage 5 if I had went for it with critters right off the bat. But, so the opening stages, because the HQ has less than 100,000 health, when you barrage and artillery, you can destroy the buildings that are touching, and I didn't know this until I did this actual challenge just now, but apparently when you destroy buildings, everyone knows that it takes health away from the HQ, right? But I never knew like how substantial that was, and honestly I think I could have done stage 7 even with my screw up on stage 5. This is the one I screwed up on. Now you see I'm barraging and artillerying right now. Yep, going for the double hit on the sniper and the cannon. Now here's where I screwed up. I keep going for the barrage and artillery on the core, and I'm going for the cheapest possible route, right? So at this point I realized like shit, I should have went for the critters because I know all I needed for that was like that one building I just took out, this sniper that I'm taking out now, and like, I'm gonna say, maybe like the sniper, cannon, boom cannon. So like, it would have been an effort, of course, but I think I could have got it. And I didn't scout either. I didn't scout for a critter attack, so there's buildings that might have been out of range for me in a particular spot that I didn't get. And you see how close I am right now. Even if there was a building that was in range, like the boom cannon, those critters could have stayed alive long enough to get the win if I destroyed the rocket. So that, I was annoyed at myself over that, man. I was really annoyed about that because I knew that was going to hurt. But you guys know that I'm going to get the win here. Oh, oops, that's a different base. That's my bad. So you guys know I'm gonna get the win on this. It's got no health left. So I just dropped like 2 barrages there, I think. Drop a couple artillery shells, bam, done. I don't know how much health it had left in the end, but it would have been like 25,000, I think, maybe. So stage 6. Stage 6 was a critter solo. Not a critter solo, but a critter takedown. Because of course the solo means I took it down in one attack. I did not take it down in one attack. So barraging just to weaken all the buildings. Drop artillery shells to finish it off. The hot pot's out of range. The 2 shock launchers are out of range. And I'm talking about the very back end of the HQ near the wall there. So I'm basically just taking out what I have to. Now I ran out of gunboat energy, unfortunately. The grappler is in range. I think maybe I could have got away without taking that out. But unfortunately, like I just wasn't prepared to take the chance. So I decided to take that out as well in my next attack. So that was the end of that. I ran out of gunboat energy. This was close actually, stage 6. I didn't know if I'd get it. So by barraging the grappler, I knew that the barrage would spread out enough to kill the rocket. So I was wondering whether I should take that out, and I was like, you know what, I'll take out the stuff that I'm pretty confident I'm going to need to take out first. That barrage on the 2 snipers, I think I did 1 barrage and 1 artillery shell, or 2 artillery shells. Whatever the case may be there, I did a great job on that. I destroyed a fair few buildings, weakened a few other things. So I just took out the grappler. I think I did 2 or 3 artilleries on that. So, at this point, just covering my bases here, just making sure I'm going to be out of range of as much as possible. Critters these days do spread out a little bit more, so I tried to account for that as much as possible, just so they'd group up in the back of the building. I'm not sure how many months ago we're going back. Maybe like 6 months ago? Critters didn't used to spread out so much when you deployed them. And it made it so much easier to do attacks like this, because you could keep a lot more alive in a smaller space. But unfortunately, they just spread out a little bit more now. I think maybe that was a consequence of so many people like myself. When Supercell screw up and they do things so easy, instead of doing like one hard version for like high level players and then an easier version for some of the lower level guys, they just make like one really easy version and for the low levels, and it's like us higher levels have to deal with it. But I just realized I'm looking on my computer monitor right now on this this HQ, and it looks really nice actually. From my phone it doesn't look that great, but from my computer monitor that I'm viewing this from, it looks amazing. So good job on Supercell for that, actually. The graphics on that Hammerman HQ was really nice. And actually, I just noticed then, I looked up at at the screen, and I noticed that after the attack finished, the critters were still going through their attack animation. That shouldn't be like that. So, this HQ had 220 something thousand health. I think it was 225,000 or 228,000, something like that. But anyway, he had 3 ice statues. The building damage was boosted. The building health wasn't. So, same strategy here. I went for the barrage and artillery approach because I knew it'd be close. I knew I could get it pretty close to take down. I didn't know if I'd be able to. Here's the thing though. I think maybe I actually had 15,000 at the end when all this was said and done. And I really screwed up. You see all these economy buildings up the top. I didn't think when you destroyed a building the damage was that substantial. So when I did my second attack, I was like, you know what, it probably doesn't even matter that much. I can probably get the win anyway. But I thought it'd only do like 5,000 damage to the HQ maybe for each building. If I had known the health was so substantial, we're talking like 20 or 20,000 damage or something for like 2 buildings. If I had have known it was that substantial, I would have went for a different approach on that base. What I would have done is I would have taken out the shock blaster, the 3 rockets, and the 2 shock launchers. Probably not in one attack, but I could have destroyed most of it in one attack, I think. The shock blaster would have been the obvious exception. But then it would have left me for an easy critter takedown on a heap of buildings up here. And I think that would have been substantial enough to get me the win. Honestly. I think that alone might have got me the win. Which is extremely unfortunate that I didn't go for that. But you know what? That's what challenges are about. They're not always wins. You do lose sometimes. So that's... I don't know, there's still a little bit more to go on this attack. So I'm going to drop 1 barrage, cross the fingers and pray that it gets it. It doesn't. Gutted right now. But I still have a slim chance. Looking for right now where's going to be the best place to place my critters. I feel like this corner might have been slightly out of range more. So luckily the spread was out enough that I could take out that 1 building. The health went down a little bit. I think if I had got 1 or 2 more buildings, I could have got it. But unfortunately, that just wasn't the case. So, 15,000 health left. That's what I got. So, not a win, guys. Which is unfortunate. I was close. If some of you guys like this, let me know. I enjoyed it, honestly. It's a pretty good indication as to how easy this event actually is. The fact that I can boost my 3 statues. 84, 34, 26. The 26 isn't maxed, I just got this. I'm trying to go back to a full offense setup. But yeah, the fact that I can even attempt this and get so close really shows just how easy it actually is. And I mean, I don't exactly have a great deal of gunboat energy to start with. I mean, my stats would be comparatively low to other people that would be full offense. I mean, you guys can see that. If I had I don't know, maybe 2 more gunboat energy statues, like, I would have had that, no problem. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully Supercell do something so that higher level players get a slightly harder version. I think for low level players, this event's actually in a really great place. I know a lot of low levels are enjoying this. It allows them to get more crystals, more red shards and stuff like that. But for higher levels, it's just not enjoyable. So hopefully they do something. Yeah, so that was a video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one.